Having a nasty secondary pitch can really help your fastball, and it's important that we train to have a secondary pitch, so that way we're not just going fastball, fastball, fastball. We can actually have a mix to then go ahead and get the hitter off of our fastball. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you 4 tips on how to throw a nasty curveball. If you guys like this kind of content, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button so that way you guys are notified every single time I drop a new video just like this. Number 1. If you want to throw a nasty curveball, you've got to find a comfortable grip. Okay, there's multiple different ways you can grip a curveball, and honestly, it's to each their own. Whatever grip you think is right. You can throw a curveball off of a 4-seam fastball. So if this is your 4-seam fastball grip, you can throw a curveball with a 4-seam fastball grip. You never have to change if that's comfortable to you. The more traditional curveball is on the horseshoe, and you place your finger on that lace or on that seam, so that way you can then pull down here. Some guys grip it like they do a 2-seam and they can throw a curveball just like this. The grip really doesn't matter when it comes to throwing a curveball. It's whatever works best for you and whatever you're most comfortable with. And tip number 2 is hand placement. We never want to twist or turn or yank our curveball. What we need to do is just place the hand and then throw that hand placement. So what we do is we just create a C and we turn our fingers towards our ear. So if you're left-handed, create a C, turn those fingers pointed right towards your ear, and then we throw that hand placement. So what's gonna look like on the ball is we're just gonna grip the ball. I'm right-handed, so I get my grip, and now I've got that C, and my fingers are pointed towards my ear, and we're throwing that hand placement. And one of the things that we can make sure we're doing so that way we know that we are having our hand in the right placement is think about having your fingers beat the ball. So when we're throwing that ball, we want our fingers to be ahead of that baseball. We never want the ball to get in front of our fingers. So think about fingers beating the ball at release. Tip number 3. Like any secondary pitch, like any pitch that you're trying to throw, you need to throw it a lot. A lot of times players will be playing catch and they just throw their fastball. Well, that's all well and good, but that helps your fastball. It's not helping you throw your curveball. So you need to make sure that when, especially you're learning a new pitch, you are throwing that new pitch just about as much as you are throwing your fastball when you're playing catch. Obviously, let's go ahead and let's warm up, but you need to be flipping your curveball. Flipping your curveball, getting that hand placement and just flipping that curveball and getting that feel of how that curveball is supposed to come out of your hands, making sure your fingers are beating the ball. But like I said, you should be throwing your curveball almost as much as you're throwing your fastball in practice to make sure that you're getting that feel. So it is super important that you throw the curveball a lot. And tip number 4, you have to trust this pitch. A lot of times pitchers will throw their fastball and they'll throw it hard, and then they go to the curveball and they decide to slow everything down because they're throwing the curveball. Instead of just trusting their body, trusting their hand placement, trusting the comfortable grip, right? And trusting the fact that they have practiced it just as much as their fastball and playing catch, and just getting up there and gripping it and ripping it. You have to throw this curveball just as hard as you throw your fastball, but you have to trust it. Trust the grip, trust the hand placement, trust the work that you have put in, and just let it go. So there you have it, guys. I hope you guys found this video helpful today, and if you did, please go ahead and smash that thumbs up button and hit subscribe so that way you guys are notified every single time that I drop a new video. We'll see you guys in the next one.